Children, today we are going to learn the lesson three parts of a plant. In this situation, we are learning the classes through this online classes. So each and everyone should follow the classes. Why? Because there is a gap between you and the education and us. So to cover this, we are conducting these classes for you, for the sake of you. Okay na? So children, everyone should follow this. So children, follow the classes and listen carefully and learn. Okay na? Don't neglect. Now we can enter into the lesson parts of a plant. We can see here, get started. Write the names of two food items which can be made with wheat, carrots, potato. Okay na? As your wish, you can write the two food items here. Okay na children? Next we can, our body is made up of a different parts. Yes or not? Yes, we have a different hands, legs, eyes, nose. Okay na? In the same way, a plant's body too has a different parts. Read the names of the different parts of a plant. The part of a plant which grows above the ground is called the shoot. Okay, in this picture we can see here we are having the stem, root, stem, fruit, branch, leaf, flower, bud. Okay, this total here from the upper to the root. Okay, now this is called as a shoot. Okay, now children, the shoot has a stem, branches, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. The part which grows below the ground is called the root. That means below the ground the part is called root and above the ground is called a shoot. Okay now children. So first we can know about the root. There are two types of roots, tap root and fibrous root. Tap root. When a main root grows from the end of the stem and many small roots grow from the main root, it is a tap root. Okay, plants like balsam, bean, mustard have a tap roots. These are the examples of the tap roots. And fibrous roots. When a number of roots grow from the end of the stem, it is a fibrous root. Plants like grass, wheat, rice and onion have a fibrous root. So here see the tap root and also a fibrous root. Next, functions of the root. How is working? The roots fix the plant in the soil. Without the roots, a plant will be able to take in neither water nor salts from the soil. Okay, it's taking either water nor salts. It will die. Some plants have roots that store food. Plants like carrot, radish and turnip have a thick and swollen roots. Extra food is stored in them. This food is used by the plants. We eat the roots of such plants. So in these functions of the root, mainly it is depending on the a plant in the soil. Okay na, it is having a different salts. If they don't have this, it will die. Carrot, radish and turnip are the examples of this. They are storing their food and this food is used by the plants. So we are eating that plant. Okay, so here see, we can see in the picture turnip, radish, carrot. So all these we are eating. Next, stem. The stem grows above the ground. The stem of the neem tree is hard, strong and woody. This keeps the tree upright. Such a stem is called a trunk. Okay, here we can see the tree. See, here the stem of the neem tree is very strong. This is called as a, okay, what it is called? Here see, this keeps the tree upright. Such a stem is called a trunk. Okay, banana has a green, thick and soft stem. The stem of the money plant is green, weak and soft. It needs supports to stay upright. Okay, to stay upright it needs help. But here see, the banana plant is having a stem. In the same way, the money plant needs. Why? Because it will climb, no? So it needs a support to stay. Next, functions of the stem. The main function of the stem is to hold the plant upright and supports its branches. So the functions of the stem, some plants need a support. So the stem also carries water to the leaves. The water taken in by the roots travels through the stem to the leaves. Okay, the water what we pour to the plant, it will absorbed by the stem, and the water is in the roots travel through the stem to the leaves. Okay, similarly the stem carries the food made by the leaves to different parts of the plant. So here the food is carried by the leaves to different parts of the plant like sugarcane. Extra food is stored in stem, and not only they are producing, they are storing. In plants like potato and ginger, the stem grows below the ground and stores extra food. Okay, in potato and ginger, they're not only growing but also they're storing the extra food. That is why we eat the stem of the sugarcane, potato and ginger also. Okay, na children. And next, leaf. The most important part of the shoots, the leaf. Most living plants have a green leaves. The flat and a broad part of a leaf called the leaf blade or lamina. So this a leaf is called as a lamina. Okay, here we can see side veins, okay, main vein, and also the leaf blade of a lamina. So small lines are there, no? And also a stalk, the joint to the stem. Okay, in the middle of the leaf, the main vein, a number of side veins branch out from the main vein. The vein carry water to the leaf. The leaf is attached to the branch by a stalk. Functions of the leaf. Why is the leaf an important part of the plant? Okay, why it is important? A plant, like all other living things, need food to grow and live. Okay, as a human beings, as a living and non-living things, here also they are a plant like all living things need to grow and live. A green leaf make food for the plant with the help of water, air and sunlight. Okay, it is making food with the help of water, air and sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. This is why a leaf is called the kitchen of the food factory. So leaf is called a kitchen or the food factory of a plant. The food made by the leaves is sent to all parts of the plant through the stem. Okay, it is a preparing food. The food is sent through the leaves to the stem. Okay, na children. And next we can see here, see cabbage and spinach. In some plants such as cabbage, spinach and lettuce, the leaves store extra food. This is why we eat these leaves of such plants. Okay, na children. So you have to eat the leafy vegetables. Okay, now why? Because it's storing the extra food. Flower. The flower is the most beautiful part of a plant. Remember their names and try to look for them in the garden. Okay, if you have in your home, so look at this rose. Okay, now so we can't see this, but we can see most probably rose. Okay, now a sunflower and bougainvillea. So the flowers make plants feel happy when he sees flowers on his mango tree. Okay, he knows that these flowers will turn into fruits. A young flower is known as a bud. So you can see how a flower grows into a fruit. See here the flower bud and it makes into a fruit. Fruits and seeds. Fruits have a seeds inside them. Some fruits have one seed, some have a few seeds, while other have many. A mango has one seed and papaya has a many seeds. Most plants grow from seeds. Okay, most new plants grow from seeds. Seeds are usually protected inside the fruit. Did you know what is the protected inside the seed? We can see now. There is a baby plant and its foot side, okay, of the mother plant. When the seed gets through air, water and warmth, the baby plant starts growing. It grows till it is a fully grown plant. We can see not only papaya and mango, coconut, these all are having from the seed of a plant. So children, this is the lesson about the parts of a plant. In the next class, I will give you the notes and also the bit part. Okay, now children, watch carefully and listen carefully. Don't neglect the classes. And thank you for watching this video.